Good morning. I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I am going to stay on and let you guys ask me any questions. So if there's something you're struggling with Define My Day, if there's something that, from a broad perspective that you have a question about, I will be here to answer any question you might have. So, um, I am going to in the future start scheduling these out so that you can know when to jump on. I'm going to try to do it for 10 o'clock. I'm reworking my schedule so that we can make this happen. Right now, as a family, we're trying to figure out where we are. You know, um, as they tighten restrictions, it doesn't change much for us because we have already been planning for this. We kind of knew it was going to happen. Um, we've had most of our ducks in a row. We're just trying to shore up a couple of things. Um, we're good to go as far as like our ability to ship out inventory. It's in a local storage facility. We really have like zero plans on having contact with just about anybody. The only time we might is if we need to go to the grocery store to fill in some basics. I'm going to try to do that during off hours. But that's also hard because off hours for I was planning on going in the middle of the night, but now the grocery stores are closing in the middle of the night to sterilize and restock. So trying to make sure we get through that is going to be like a little bit of a strategy of mine. And look, if it seems like I'm going overboard with how we're handling it, I got to be okay with that. For me, dealing with being sick or anybody in my family being sick is our highest priority. So, we're going to make the sacrifice we have to make right now. And if you see what's going on in Europe, if you listen to the doctors and what they're recommending, I don't think we can be overcautious with this. And I'm not going to minimize it. From a Define My Day perspective, obviously, things are going to change. I am, priorities are shifting. I may have had revenue goals. I may have had, product goals as far as developing new products and things. Now, we're looking at things a little bit differently. Even more of a priority is helping our users, getting people through this in the best way we can. It's going to be, making sure that we stay secure, right? I mean, making sure finances are properly in order. That at the very least we cover our basic expenses from the household and the business perspective. Things shift. The overall purpose has never changed, right? The purpose being my family's health and our customers. So our purpose will always be the same. It's just how we address it and how we do it. We're not going to look to try to grow the business any more than we can, really at all. I mean, I have to assume that in the next month or two, gaining new customers for us is probably going to be an uphill battle. So, the reality of that situation shifts where we place some of our effort. We do what we can do. So, and you can probably relate that to your own life, right? I mean, your priorities may have been to get a promotion or, purchase a home or buy a new car or, I mean, now if you're close to retirement, you're looking at your retirement savings and going, oh my goodness. I mean, we look at ours and we see the impact it's had. And it's I don't want to call it scary, but it's a fact of life that we're going to have to deal with for a long time now. And you look at today, opening up on the stock market, we're down 10% at the moment. How much further down can it go? I have no idea. But there are going to be some harsh realities what we're facing, and unfortunately, our short term goals, personally, are going to change. Um, it's small in small ways too. Like you're going to see me. I'm not going to be getting haircuts, right? So you're going to see my hair growing out for a while. I'm not going to be buying new clothing because it's a wasted expense at this point. Just things that we had planned on doing are not going to happen. Um, there's a conference that got canceled that I was planning on going on. There was some trips that I was going to go on to visit family that we can't do. And I think that this is going to be hard, and we will adjust our priorities based on it. But we'll get through it with our health and our livelihood and with a roof over our heads. And, if we do it the right way, we'll be better for it. And, that's our goal. And so we continue to move forward, and we do what we can do. Right. And if my tone is like, I feel like my tone is a little bit like, but it's the reality of the situation, right? I can come in here and start blowing smoke up your butt and say everything's going to be fine. Everything is not going to be fine. But that's why we have this process, right? We have this process to be intentional and to be focused on what we need to do and try to avoid reacting in ways that may harm us in the long run. And every one of us is going through this in a different way, whether it's our retirement being crushed or our livelihood being taken away. Some people are losing their jobs. Some people not losing their jobs, but just can't go to work because their work is closed for an extended period of time. Kids are at home right now, and people are going to start getting stir crazy. I mean, I even noticed my son last night, getting kind of like, amped up, and like we were just joking around a little bit, and he started getting really physical. But it's because they have all this energy. They're in the house all day, and our response to that is to make sure that they have structure. That they are doing the things that they need to do. If it's warm enough, we'll go outside and play in the backyard. If it's not, maybe we do a little bit of an exercise in the basement. But we're giving them structure through the day, where my wife created, like, between 8 and 9 o'clock, we're going to get dressed, we're going to eat breakfast, we're going to take showers, do all that stuff. From 9 until 10, they have creativity time. From 10 until 11, they have learning time. So they'll do things on an hour-to-hour basis as if they were in school for the entire day. And the more we keep them on that schedule, the more life stays stable and normal for them, regardless of what's going on outside, right? And now things might come up and things might change that, but the goal is to keep it in a sense of normalcy, like keep that stability. So, we're doing everything we can for them. And I'm gonna try to extend that to you guys. We need to figure out better ways to help you along this process. This is going to be hard for you, and we realize that, and we want to be here for you in any way possible. So, I don't, we haven't formulated a specific plan of action yet, but this week it's a really important part of what we're doing. So, we're going to continue with a lot of things. And one of the questions I have is, are these videos best served in this group with a limited number of people? Or should we be doing more outside of the group to help people that may not have purchased, but still need the help that we can offer? And, do we do one video for the group that's more private and more freewheeling? And do we do a more structured video for people that are outside of the group? I don't know. But we're trying to figure out all of that to the degree that it is most beneficial, but so that also that we do it so that provides value from like that we actually have things to say that are worthwhile. So we're trying to figure it out. Debbie, I see stock market is for long-term planning, and I won't open my quarterly statements. Good for you. Yeah, we see that. Unfortunately, a lot of people close to retirement are going to be hit in a way that they didn't anticipate, and it's taking money out of their pockets. I feel for the people that are 65, 70 years old that want to draw down on that, or were planning on drawing down on that. And the flip side of that is you can't even draw from it to take a loan to kind of cushion the blow. You can't draw on it you can't even work now to try to make up for that loss because, things are closed. And, we're closing things now, but we saw over the weekend, I mean, people were out. Like people were out partying, having a good time, going to restaurants, and the effect of that isn't going to be felt for another week or two as people start coming down with this, and that's going to be a scary time. A lot of places have just closed things for 2 weeks to see what's going on or see what's happening, and we'll see. So it's there's a lot of unknowns, and so all we can do is try to avoid making it worse. Uh, Deb, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate the videos. We're going to keep trying to do more. So my question to you is, what are your plans for today? How are you stabilizing your day? For us, I woke up to, trying to get the kids on their routine. So one of our priorities is getting the house on a routine. The other thing, one of our other priorities is define my day specific, to get out a good message on email, do this video, get everything uploaded on the podcast so people can listen to it if they can't watch the video. We also are going to create a resource page on definemyday.com that offers external resources so that people can, like there's little things that people can do. Like, so if you have kids, we have a friend that works for an organization called Common Sense Media that offers online resources to kids. They do one of the best resources they have are movie reviews, where they rate it as far as how appropriate it is for a kid, and they give it like violence ratings, sex ratings, and all this other stuff. So we're going to be putting links to that resource and any other resources we have. I know Jen is now doing online videos to teach kids science, and so we're going to use her as a resource on there. We also have a woman that I'd met last year that does YouTube videos for I think she focuses on people with like diabetes or something, that it's like yoga or at-home exercises for people with certain immobility and diseases and things. So we're going to place all these resources on a page. It might not be pretty in the very beginning, but try to create a resource page so that people have other resources that they can turn to take care of themselves at home. So we're working on that. And we have other things we got to do. We have like the nitty gritty of different things that we need to do. One is to, like, worst case scenario, the situation. How long can we last without ever having to go to the grocery store? It's just something we want to think about. So we'll see. Trying not to watch the news too much today, but I will be checking in. I actually have it on right now because I was kind of watching the stock market, but trying to hear what they have to say about what's going on right now. Today being kind of a big day after coming through this weekend with, a fast moving situation, and this being like things were starting to tighten up by Friday, but like this weekend, a lot happened. And now the reaction on Monday is, is sort of what I'm watching right now to kind of figure out what's going on. My wife and I, the conversation we keep having is like, we can't make decisions. We can't make snap decisions. We have to look at the entire picture. So that's, what we're going to be doing from a business perspective to a personal perspective, all of the things that we have going on, in trying to maintain that sense of stability throughout all of it, right? Stability for you, stability for our kids, stability for ourselves. And we're going to have moments where we need to, like, one of us might be weak, right? Where one of us might just need to check out and walk away for a minute. And, that's going to happen. And we have to be patient with that in both directions. I mean, there's going to be times when I'm going to feel overwhelmed by all of this, and there's going to be times where she is. And there's going to be times when we just need to be strong for the kids. And, we're going to go through it. A lot of this is going to be scary, I think. And, even if not from a virus perspective, but from a future planning and financial perspective, there's a lot going on. And, for us, minimizing our expenses, we have a lot of extraneous expenses that we need to get rid of. that are nice when things are going well, but now we need to tighten it up. So it's going to be a different time for the next few weeks, if not a couple of months. They're saying now, I mean, they're recommending 8 weeks over the next couple of 8 weeks for all of these restrictions now. So it's going to be a different world. It's going to be a different world. Um, now that the kids are home, some children have special needs, maybe throwing in some resources for that one too. So yeah, that's going to be difficult because I don't quite know. Like, I don't have a resource for that, but I'm going to write that down. If anybody in this group, um, I actually do have one person I can reach out to, but special needs is something that I don't have a good knowledge of. So if there is something out there that you have, if one of you is in that circle, if you have some ideas, please pass them along. I'd love to hear them because we want to share that. Any resource, in fact, any resource that you guys would like to see, anything you have questions about, throw them up here and we will add them to the website. We have different ways to segment things out. So we can do children's resources, personal discipline resources, health resources, mental health resources. There's a lot of different things we can add to this page. So anything you guys need, please let me know, and we can do a little bit of research on our end, but also reach out to other people that might know better than us. So yeah, we'll be doing whatever we can to support you. Um, anybody watching, do you have anything that you need from us? If you come across something you need, post it in the comments, and we will come back and we can talk about it. Cool. All right. Well, that's it. I'm gonna head out and get on with my day and tackle some of these priorities that I have going on here. Have a great day. Uh, don't be afraid to post anything you need to post about in this group. We're here for you. All right, keep moving forward. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.